Wednesday, I think it is, Wednesday morning on the 936. Going to go and reclaim the drainer from Bill and Joe's and well, actually I'm going to check the field on the way, see if it's dry enough to put some drains in, go and pick the drainer up from their yard and then do some drainage if we can, while we wait for fields to dry a bit more before we get drilling. That grass there has had no fertiliser whatsoever, other than the fact it was beans the year before, but it's taller than any other grass we've grown. Anyway, I'll see how dry this is. It looks to be dry on top, so the idea is we'll pull some drains out of this, what we've put along the back of the hedge into the middle of the field. This flood's obviously gone now, this has been wet for years, but can we drive on the surface without making too much mess? This seat will half squeak. Yeah, I think we'll be alright coming across this. It's not sinking in too bad. I see the dust blowing across the yard at Bill's. It's mad. Change of plan now. We decided that we've got a few fields that are dry enough to get some spring barley into, so we're going to drop the drainer back off, stick the discs on and actually go and do some drilling. I'm just going to tuck this in the back of the shed if we can. Discs are now on the 936. This used to have a big light frame that come out and a big bar, and it used to bounce up and down, and the bulbs would never last, or the wires would fall off, or it'd fall off. And we've got these now, magnetic, like wireless lights. So they're now on the back. When I get to the field, I just have to remember to take them off though, because although the magnet's pretty strong, I don't want them covered in mud. So I'm going to stick them in the cab, work the field, then put them back on again afterwards. Just set off, had a bit of a clunk. That hook hadn't clipped in properly. Got to back up and reattach it because it went twisted round. Anyway, we'll try and knock it a bit level. It'll bring a bit of wet up. Hopefully that'll dry in the next half an hour with this breeze we've got and this sun. And then we'll probably roll it a bit firmer to run it ready for the drill to run in front of it. See a bit wet there. It's a bit tender in places. That's where we've been on. I've put a little bit of fertiliser on the other week when we had some left in the spreader. It's turning up damp soil because it's so sodden underneath. In fact, you can see it sinking here now on the railway. I have to ease it up slightly on the linkage. It's a bit wet in places where we spread a bit of fertiliser. This now is doing the job. We've got a bit of dust coming off it because the top's dry, but underneath it's still quite damp. This is leaving it a bit smoother, which is what the top down would normally leave it like, but we were trying to set the top down badly to get it rough and raw for surface area to dry out. So it's done a good job of that. We're just going to like knock it a bit flatter so we can get a consistent seed depth now when we come on with the drill with the spring barley. So we'll work it all like this, flatten it off a bit, and then depending on what it looks like, we might just have to firm it slightly for the drill to work better with the rollers if it dries enough, or we'll just go in it out the back of this. Does that press wedge ring on the back to do a decent job. You can see the water lay where we've been spreading. Train update. There's the London train heading to Lime Street. So this was underwater 2 days ago. I've just managed to go through it then and rip some of it up. Still a bit sticky. See how it's all at the level of slime on the top. See it? But underneath it's drier. So it's not drying very well though because it's so smooth. That has washed right in now. In fact, you see a pavement flag down there and a bit of a cone. That's the drain. It was bubbling up. Now it's getting away over here. We'll go and have a look and see if this pipe's still running full bore. This is the field I've just been working, so we're going to try and camera's really getting confused by the sunshine. It's not seen it for weeks, years, months. Let's see what's going on here. If we've still got flow on that drain. Yeah, it's still going. I don't know. 90% flow probably. Ease slightly perhaps. Still pulling a lot of water off the field. So we'll probably leave this bit out. It's not really worth drilling. Maybe come back to it in a few weeks. But the rest of the field, literally the camera's just not working, is it? It doesn't know what to do with the sun. Everything looks black. Yeah, we'll come back to this bit, but not a lot left now. We'll probably put another drain in maybe and mould drain across it perhaps, I don't know. Certainly dig down to that and fix that hollow. You can lose a front wheel of a tractor, you can lose a back wheel of a tractor down it. But I come past here about 10 minutes ago on another pass around the field, and already you can see it starting to grey off the soil and dry slightly. If the camera wants to focus, maybe not. Yep. But yeah, there's still plenty of moisture about. Be nice though if we can get it drilled. There's your thumbnail. Most of the field looks relatively dry, but there is a bit of water still laying in places. Yeah, hopefully we'll get this drilled in an hour. Just going to try and bust this sort of greasy surface compaction up. Slipping a bit. You can see now how it's greyed off plenty. The quad track's 14 mile away parked up with the cultivator on, but that probably would have been better on the drill because the tyres are probably cutting in a little bit on the tractor. You can see it sort of scratching a little bit. That is just the softest bit just in the gateway, so we'll see when he gets over to where I'm stood now. On his next pass might be better. So we'll put in seed down and urea at the same time. Just going steady at the beginning, I think. No, it's stopping. Why is it stopping? Let's have a look. It's not taking the wheel marks out really, is it? Drills. Oh, it's burying the seed, but you see the drills just cutting in a little bit there. Maybe let some pressure out the tyres, I think. Take some air out of these tyres now, give it a bit bigger footprint. I've worked the other day with 4 ton, 3 ton on the back for spreader. We just changed the depth as well, we thought it was going a bit deep. Yeah, we've just set the seed depth now, we think that's spot on. He's just going to put an AB line in, I'm going to scrub out where he's doing it. This is what we're sowing, so we're throwing some barley and some urea because we can't spread it anymore, so we're burying it in the ground. So that is in the slot with the seed. Hopefully we'll get away moisture in the soil, a bit of heat, although it is going to freeze tonight, and then we'll have a decent crop. Despite it being probably 2 or 3 months later than we'd like to have put it in. I've just been messing with the drill for 10 minutes to see how much it's dried. So come back round that headland and you can see the darker soil compared to the lighter soil. Anyway, I'm just scrubbing this wheel mark out where we set the GPS up. And again, well, maybe you can't see. Black line there. It's pretty incredible how much this is dried now. That's obviously still a bit slappy, but I've ripped all this up. So hopefully that'll dry out a bit as well. Just should have brought the digger to fill that hole in. I'm going to push it in with the discs. Disc overhanging so that the wheel doesn't have to drop in the hollow. rough, but I managed to fill it in without bringing the digger. Just got to finish this last bit now, and then hopefully a bit of sun on it, it'll start to dry, and then if it rains then it'll take the rain. Not sure if you can see through the dirty window. Morgan's over there drilling. I have managed to disc every square inch of this wet patch. Yeah, there's a bit of slimy stuff there, but 90% of it now has got a lot more surface area. Just got to get my way back to the gate now. That will now dry a lot quicker. So if you imagine if you dry yourself with a towel, they're like rough and like got loads of surface area, and if you tried to dry yourself with like a bit of flat fabric, it wouldn't work. And that's why, I mean, I know towels are absorbent as well, but the more surface area, the more air can blow through it, the more sun it can get on it, and the easier it can. We've kind of like made it three-dimensional, so it catches the wind and catches more sun's rays. So that'll dry out 10 times quicker. So when we finish with the quad, we'll come up here, probably rip that deep. We won't drill it, we'll just rip it deep. Then we'll go back over with this once it's dried again, and we'll finish this corner last. But with 80% of the field being fit to go, that's why we drilled the other bit first, and then we'll come back to this. Whereas if we'd have waited for this, it'd be another week. So yeah, just do it that way around. Also, we didn't want to go to Rain Hill and school traffic, start a big field, because Morgan's got a family thing tonight, 80th birthday he's going to as well. So yeah, he's nearly finished. I'm just going to rub out his wheelings on the headland, and then he'll do the headland last. We normally do the headland first, but we've been a bit tacky, we'll do it last. Morgan miscalculated. Well, he didn't really well, no, he did miscalculate. He thought he had enough seed with him, but we were also trying to run the drill light, so we only put a ton of seed and thought it'd do the field, but it wouldn't. It needs about a ton and a half. So we're just sopping it up now with the Merlot. I've finished. Doesn't look a bit sticky in the gateway, but on a whole, you know, we've managed to do it. Just hope it grows now. Let's have a look.
Croc strap.
Are they your new Crocs? What if they like fall off when you're driving?
What?
And you can't put your hand on the brake pedal?
You drive that shoes when you're on a tractor. You used to when you're hopping in and out of a tractor. That'd be illegal.
I can't see them being road legal, them, you know. They fall off, go on your brake pedal, you can't stop.
You never drive them in there, do you?
The school bus full of children crossing the road. Not that anyone would notice. So what's your next, when are you getting your new car then?
When the MOT runs out.
And when does the MOT run out? I think the MOT run out when you hit something with
June.
June. Oh, not long. What do you call them? Steel lippers?
Steel lippers. It's a funny, they're like a steel version of a Croc, aren't they?
The Crocs have a bit on the back so they don't fall off.
No, I need to like wreck a pair of Crocs.
That's cowhead, isn't it?
That is cowhead. Oh, God.
Yesterday's quiz question was in fact a foil tin that you put, or a custard pie in, actually, custard tart, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, a few people got it right, some people didn't. I've done another one, this. What do you think this is? And if you know, maybe it's off a machine. Guess which machine. Anyway, that's all for today. I feel like it's been a bit of a productive day because we've got some barley, and I know it's only about 20 acres. But it's better than this morning. I know with the training would have been productive, but I didn't think we were going to get anything drilled this week, or at least not till Friday. We're at 20 acres in, we're going to go at some more tomorrow. Probably bring the quad track back over this way because I think the land round here will dry quicker than that. So hopefully we'll get a lot more done tomorrow. There's a mill of rain forecast, but it'll take it now. It's so windy. Anyway, what's the weather been like with you? Because it's been raining in Manchester, not so far away. Andrew's been here washing his car because he got rained off. What have you had? We've had this all day with the wind, so 85% today. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sun update. I'll be honest, not as nice as Spain. Dennis the dog Nash is that an actual dog? Is that also a first? Simon Power Bigsley is in his 50s, maybe leaving his 50s. Sonia Knight is 20. Mark Hudson is 51, Thomas Boyce is 42, Annie Reid is 65, Reese Williams, Alvy Stacey, happy birthday to you, Dom, who works for us, happy birthday to you, and Rob Bates, happy birthday for yesterday. 64,000 £907 raised.